Good morning, everyone. This is not a comic video. This is a video to address what happened to me, who I was, what's happening with people who bought from me a year and a half, 2 years ago, your books or your money, and what led to the changes from Darth Gojira to now. Well, it's pretty simple. Before I was a reseller, I was selling comics to fund my hobby of comics and Godzilla. And, I amassed a huge collection and I was selling stuff off and I was buying and I was selling and I was buying and I was selling. I was on Strictly Auctions, which is big here on YouTube. I was on Better Ray Jim, another big one. I was on Horizon Picks. I was doing my own sales. And had other guest sellers with me. James was part of it. I forget his channel name. Older guy, looks like Magneto. The group calls him Magneto. Buying and selling. And then I just disappeared. What ended up happening? It's not easy for me to talk about, but got to have 100% transparency here. I was really thinking about stuff, and when I think, I smoke a lot, and I was out of cigarettes, so I live on Buena Vista, which is 4 blocks from the police station, and there's a gas station on Florida, which is the main drag in our town, Florida Avenue, and 3 blocks from my house is the gas station right there on the corner where I always got the cigarettes because the cigarettes were cheap. At the time, I was thinking, hey, I'm just going to get everybody's books out, and I think I'm going to call it quits because I was doing sales like 4 or 5 nights a week, plus a full-time job, plus my family. I wasn't able to do it. Well, I went and buying cigarettes, not with cash, nobody carries cash anymore, just with plastic, because that's what we all have nowadays. And basically right there in the gas station lot, after I bought cigarettes, I was confronted by 5 guys, wanted money. I didn't have money, and I tried to de-escalate things, and I got stabbed a couple times and went down, of course. I mean, I'm a 57, well, yeah, back then I was like 56, 57-year-old man, and I'm 5'9" and 125. So, yeah, I'm going down. And no, it wasn't here. It was in the back. I got stabbed in the back. Went down and I got beat on. I got kicked on, and all I could do was cover my head. I just praise Jesus that the guy the shop attendant in the booth came out with a gun, and I'll never forget it. It was a nickel-plated revolver. Because now I'm into guns, but we'll get that's another story. We'll get down that road. And he fired a warning shot while he called 911. They ran off. I was in the hospital for about 6 months, had a couple of surgeries, and then there was physical therapy. And of course, that leaves mental and emotional scars. So went through another type of therapy. I'm still going. I'm still freaked out. As you can tell, I mean, okay, I've got my semi-automatic pistol right here in the case, ready to go. It's always here. Okay, I don't feel safe. Okay, my rifle's always here. I even went out and bought a bulletproof vest. Okay, I suffer from a lot of anxiety and from that ordeal. The good news is the Riverside County DA definitely wanted to take that case. The guy has like a 98.7 conviction rate. The gas station, has cameras everywhere, so everything was on camera. Plus, he testified. Um, and they're locked up for at least a good 10 years. And I didn't think I was going to make it. And when I came out, I was pretty screwed up. I mean, a lot of you guys from before know me. I used to drink a couple beers while I was selling, because I'd sell on, especially on my days off, I do streams and sell. Have a couple beers and joke and laugh and have a good time. My drinking got out of hand. It was ruining my family and killing me. After that, it was kind of like a downward spiral. I wasn't even thinking about the comics. I wasn't thinking about nothing. That's never happened to me. I mean, when I grew up, I was in the punk rock scene. We stage dived and all that, but I'm an old man now. And it's just fucked up. But I found God, which was probably the greatest thing. And I took Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and I had clarity, and I stopped drinking for the second time. And I've been going on 2 years with that now. And the epiphany, God saved me for a reason, because I should have been dead. The doctors were like, yeah, this was pierced, that was pierced, your lungs almost collapsed one of your lungs almost collapsed 3 times. It was not good. But when I finally gained clarity, and yes, I do have a sponsor. He's someone I work with at the solar company that I've been with for the last 3.5, 4 years. And he's there for me. Like when our most favorite cat in the world, Loki, I did videos on him, and I did a tribute short. When he died, I was about to go back to drinking, and he was there for me. And praise Jesus for Mike. So I'm giving you a shout out, Mike. I love you to death, man. Thank you. Praise God you were there. But when I found God, I started being clear again, and I realized, and I saw all the boxes of the books from all you guys that bought from me. Jim, the guy who bought all the Silver Surfers, I can't remember his name. He was in the Middle East somewhere working. He was a contractor. I have stuff for him. G-Man, I'm like, I've got to get this stuff and out to people. I tried to get on my Instagram, the old Darth Gojira one, and none of my passwords were saved. I didn't have it. I have a new phone, so I didn't have any of my old stuff. My family doesn't know any of that stuff that I did, so they couldn't help me with it. And so I was kind of incognito for a while, not of my own choice. I did want to get back in touch with all of you. And I was just surfing around, and I ran into Aaron, a psychotronic squirt gun. And here I saw this guy who was just so happy, and he was just selling comics, dollar holler comics, $2 comics. And I started buying from him, and he got me back in, and also showed me that doing that can be fun. It doesn't have to be a job. You don't have to be a reseller. You can just do stuff. And I figured, well, hey, he's a great guy. He's an honest guy. He's the type of person that I need to be around now. So I started talking to Aaron a little bit about my past and a little bit about what happened. I try to keep my private life private because, especially we all have skeletons in the closet and we're not happy about it, but we have that thing in our past that, we're not there. But I consider Aaron a friend, even though we met on YouTube. Uh, I consider him a friend. So, little by little, we've been getting to know each other. And I figured, hey, I've got all these books I got to ship out to everybody anyway. I can just sell off my own personal collection because I've got so much crap. People will buy it at $1 or $2. I ship their books, priority mail. I ship out everybody else's books, and little by little, whittle all that stuff down. I took care of David Reese and Daniel Castro already. I got in contact with G-Man, and once people pay me from the last sale on Aaron's, they get their stuff, and the leftover money doesn't go in my pocket. It goes to ship out G-Man stuff, and then if there's anything left over, it goes to the next person. I already contacted Lady Death the Merciless, and I want to get the guy who was out of the country all that time and bought the box or 2 boxes of Silver Surfers from me. So yeah, I am trying to make it right. Yeah, I went through shit, but that's not anything you guys had to deal with. That's my own bag, and God's helping me with that, and praise Jesus for that. I'm not going to be a permanent reseller on eBay, or, I'm not doing any of that stuff. My bag is my real job, to take care of my family. I'm even going to probably sell off my extensive Godzilla collection of collectibles and stuff like that if, I run out of comics, which I don't think I will. But if I do, to pay for, to get all your guys' stuff out. Okay. I'm not hiding. Here I am. We're still living in the same house. My address is still the same, has been for 11 years. I just lost passwords. They said there was no damage up here, but I think there was, simply because I can't even remember people's name anymore. I have to write down my passwords for work. So there's a lot of stuff. It might be just psychological. I don't know. But I am taking care of everyone. I contacted G-Man, Comic Book G-Man, and What the Deuce, and also Lady Death, Jim, or Magneto, as he's jokingly called. I know I owe him money for the Crisis on Infinite Earths collection I bought from him. He'll get taken care of. And any of you out there that I owe books to, you will be taken care of. And the reason for the change from Darth Gojira to Sandman is not because I'm trying to hide or get rid of my past, but because I'm not that man anymore, if that makes sense. That was old reseller Jim, money, and didn't give a fuck. Okay, excuse my language. Please, Jesus, forgive me. But I got to keep it real. This is real. And many of you have been waiting a year or maybe more and are upset. And yeah, you have every right to be upset with me. I have no excuses. I'm just telling you the facts. Public record, man. Okay. Everyone will be taken care of. more than likely, if you just bought a small amount, you're probably going to get a refund from me. If you bought a big amount, you're going to get your books. Okay, I'm going to square with everyone. I mean, David Reese got a refund. Daniel Castro got his refund. You know, I'm trying to do what's right. And for my new sellers, the new buyers from me, you're still going to get your books because you bought those books. That's why I said I can't pay for shipping. For all the people I owe books to, I'm paying for that shipping out of the money I make off of the comic books. Okay. Um, if there is any leftover and I see something cheap that I like, then yeah, I'll buy it. It's, cut and dry, for me. But I was working only part-time. I just recently got back to full-time and I'm actually getting overtime, so we're getting ahead. Um, so that you guys know, my goal is to get the hell out of California in the next 6 to 8 months because California's soft on crime. I've never been a victim of a crime before. That was the first time. It's a fucking freaky thing. And I've got to think of my wife's future, my son's future, and I got to do but right by the Lord. I got to do right by myself and my family. That's my role as man of the house. And I got to do right by each and every one of you who buys a comic book from me, whether it was a year and a half ago or yesterday. I got to do right by you guys. I mean, I'm even considering, selling my Godzilla stuff. Like I said, not just the collectibles, but even the Godzilla comics. I'm serious, because I know I owe you guys. That's how serious it is. And I changed from Darth Gojira because, like I said, old me, money hungry, greedy guy. No, it's not me anymore. I'm not a reseller. I'm a guy who reads comics. I love comics. And I'd rather be Sandman Mysteries comics because the Sandman was just a normal guy. The original Golden Age Sandman. He was a pulp hero. Just an average guy. If you guys have even read Sandman Mystery Comics, he's kind of pudgy, receding hairline like me. Just, but he had to do what's right. And I have to do what's right too. And I have to do right by everyone. So I hope that clears things up. If anybody has any questions, concerns, or just wants to vent, like I said, you have every right to be mad at me. Feel free. Sandman Mystery Comics is my email, sandmanmysterycomics@gmail.com, or you can subscribe or hit me up on DMs on Instagram. It's Sandman Mystery Comics. All I ask is keep it off my channel, and most importantly, keep it off of Aaron's channel because he's got nothing to do with this. This is between me and you guys, and I'm going to make it all right. Aaron is a great guy, someone who knew part of my past and still befriended me, and he's a great influence on me, okay? And he's one of the people in my life making me a better person. So, just keep it to emails, DMs. I'm not going to ignore anybody. Ask what the deuce. I mean, he kind of hit me up like just straight out. You need to make things right. And cool. I told him, hey, you have every right to be mad, dude. Just let me tell you what happened. Okay. And I'm making it right. And, verify with David Reese. He got his money back. Verify with Daniel Castro. He got his money back. I do the claim sales with Aaron every Friday. That money goes to shipping the books to the people who bought and to all of you who bought from me before. It's going to take a while, though, guys. You know, I can't ship out. There's like 6 or 8 boxes over here still. I can't ship them all out at once. I don't have that kind of money. I'm not going to lie. None of us do in this economy. And I understand you have a right to be frustrated. Things have gone kind of shit. And cool. But I am going to take care of each and every one of you. I mean, here's video evidence, you know. I'm not here to commit fraud or defraud anyone. I'm not using Christianity as a cover. I mean, I had a harrowing experience, and a lot of people do turn to God when that happens, but I'm not a fair-weathered Christian, if that's what anyone's concerned about. I'm just trying to do what's right for you, for me, and my family. That's it. I want to make things right. I will be doing content on my channel, weird stuff. You know, like the indies from the 80s that I've been doing, and weird, obscure pulp hero and serials, because I've always loved that stuff. It's just a simpler time back then. And yeah, I think that's it. And, you know, no matter how much you guys are mad at me, I understand it. You have every right. I deserve whatever you want to say to me, and I have no problem with it. Okay? Just know that I truly love you, and I understand, and I'm going to make it right. And all you new followers, if you want to unsubscribe, I dig it, and I'm cool with that too. You know, I'm still going to do me, because the weird stuff that I've been showing and making videos about, I know they didn't make those books just for me. So I know there's other people who like it, and I'm doing it just for fun. I don't expect to get monetized or do anything like that. Come on, man. Making money on YouTube ain't right anyway. It's just, it's not like, none of us are going to be PewDiePies or Markipliers or any of those other big guys making millions a year from the ground floor. I'm just doing it because it's fun and it's a hobby. And I'm beginning to enjoy comics again, and reading and enjoying Golden Age reprints. And there you go. But thank you for watching. Like I said, each and every one of you that I've sold to before on Horizon Picks, Strictly, Beta Ray Bill, whatever, DM me at Sandman Mystery Comics on Instagram, or email at gmail.com. And I will take care of you. I have a list. Okay. And G-Man and Lady Death, the Merciless, are the next 2 on that list. And that's it. Thank you for understanding. God bless you. I love each and every one of you. And hope you have a blessed rest of your Saturday. Peace.